Floyd holds that zero, like, and that's his claim to being the best ever. And I kind of and listen, whether you believe Floyd's the best ever, or whatever, you have an argument. But I don't look at Manny Pacquiao as any lesser or out of the conversation of the greatest fighter of all time.
No, absolutely. You know why though? I could actually say because I was talking about this with my man. Shout out to my man Low from Low Nose Boxing, Puerto Rican cat, New York for real. He be at Mendez Boxing. He was saying that Manny Pacquiao and fighters like Roberto Duran, they would get knocked out. Like, remember, Tommy Hearns knocked out Roberto Duran, bang, sleep. He was gone, bro. Like, he came right back like nothing happened because that's a part of boxing. Sometimes these fighters let those losses dictate what they do in the market. Like you said, that, it's up to the fighter really to control his marketability, and just be like, because Gabe Rosado was still getting out here getting work, bro.
Yeah. But my thing is this. With Floyd, you fought Manny when, let's be honest, he wasn't in his prime anymore. Whatever. You're going to say you weren't in your prime. I get it. Whatever. You were better than Manny when you weren't in your prime. I get that. But I don't want to knock Floyd. But what I am going to say is this. Manny Pacquiao can still beat even though you beat him, let's just say, right?
No, he can still be one of the greatest.
Be the greatest. Oh, he could still be the greatest. Bro, there's only one fighter in the history of boxing to win belts in 8 divisions. That is absolutely absurd. And it will never be broken. There's going to be another fighter that ends his career undefeated. But
whatchamacallit is a 10-time world champion, though. Nonito Donaire.
No, but in 8 different divisions.
No, that's a fact, though.
Like, bro, he came up from like, I think one.
No, that's a fact. My bad. You're right, bro. Like that's 8 divisions.
That's insane. Like, I mean, Manny Pacquiao is arguably the greatest fighter of all time. That is something that record will never be beat.
Floyd got 5 divisions and he beat 23 world champions. Manny Pacquiao got 8 divisions and he beat 22 world champions. And then I think Canelo is next on the list by how many world champions he beat. That's why a lot of these fighters is fighting some of the guys they fighting because they want to have you gotta think Floyd out of Floyd 51 fights, Floyd beat 23 world champions. So that means out of half of his fights was still against world champions.
Oh no, listen, I'm not taking nothing away from Floyd.
No, I'm saying, but just like what the Canelo hate, like he's up there with the world champions he beat, and Manny Pacquiao has 8 divisions. Like you really can't.
Bro, how many fights? I think he started. I want to say, correct me if I'm wrong. I think he started like at 107 pounds. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, but I think he started at 106.
Bro, 106 to go. I think he went up as far as, I don't know if he went to 154, but I know it was 147 for sure. That is
147 is where he topped off at. Pause.
That is absolutely insane. Who else has ever came close to that? No fighter will ever break that.
You have to turn pro, not go to the Olympics, because you remember when Floyd was starting out, he at around age of Pacquiao, they was coming up, but Floyd was in the amateurs. So it's a different program. Manny was getting work for cigarettes. So that's different. So like he started at 106 as a pro. I think he might have lost one of his earlier fights and then went on a crazy tear. Facts.
But think about this: from 106, he gets to 147. Now, can you imagine a fighter that started that small putting the fear of God in people to the point where Floyd was like, "Yo, he's got to be on something." He's on. He was knocking, and Manny doesn't fight to breathe to 12 rounds. He's trying to knock you out. He's literally throwing punches from different angles all day. Like his style,
you out of there.
Yeah, his style is going to be susceptible to getting knocked out. Like when he got knocked out by Marquez. Bro, Floyd is a passive fighter. He beats you on points. He's a safe fighter. This guy's taking risks and he's not naturally that big, but he was putting
No
the
fact.
bro. He put the beats on Miguel Cotto. Like I was like, yo, dog. Like
But the one thing I can say though, when I can't use that as an excuse. He was about to say the weight. That's on them.
that's on
Like,
him.
yeah, he busted his pack, bro. He busted Cotto's pack. He busted Oscar's pack. He busted. I remember when he first busted Diaz pack at 35. And
Bro,
then I remember he was supposed to fight Edwin Valero. I would have loved to see that fight because remember Edwin Valero was the man. He was knocking out everybody, and he
bro,
was left-handed. And
bro.
then once he rest in peace, Edwin Valero transitioned, then Manny Pacquiao felt the void and just start literally busting garlic butter
Insane,
going to the top of the joint.
bro. And you gotta stand, bro. Like he was knocking cats out. Like it wasn't like he was beating them on points, running around. He was putting people to sleep.
No, he
Ricky
was.
Hatton, I think it was like the second round, put him to sleep.
Yeah,
Like,
the people he didn't put to sleep, he still damaged them back because he tore Margarito up. Remember, he beat Margarito and he beat Joshua Clottey.
bro, he was beating the hell out of people, dog. Like, and that's why I said that. I'm like, bro, yeah, he had losses, but bro, he was fighting. Like, he wasn't trying to win on technicalities or decision. He was actually laying it on the line. And coming up from 107 pounds is absolutely absurd. I don't believe it will ever happen again. Ever.
No, that's something that you ain't you got to be selling cigarettes in the Philippines to do that because you got to have some type of, and I don't mean that like in a bad way. I mean it like
No, I get it.
there has to be some type of stimulus. You see what I'm saying? Like some of these guys, put it like this: if you think I'm fronting, and that's one thing we don't do on here, look at Chavez Sr. and Chavez Jr. One man came up in a certain type of struggle
Yeah.
and he made his thing, and then one man came up with a spoon in his mouth and he didn't make his thing.
No,
So you know that you are correct. The man that could never be done again due to the fact that cousin had a certain stimulus.
yeah, no, listen, I'll be honest. I don't believe that record will ever be defeated. And that's why, honestly, when I talk about greatest fighters of all time, Manny Pacquiao's in my top three easily.
No, listen, Manny Pacquiao is Heems. You know what really did it for me? Like, and this is the thing, even though we on Edward Berlanga's back, we're just showing you the difference between guys who can take losses and still make an impact in the sport, and then guys who like waiting on that big money John. And
Yeah.
that's where we at with it. Like that's why we're making this comparison between Pacquiao so we don't really get y'all lost. We're saying that Pacquiao, unlike Floyd, even though he's lost and Floyd marketed his zero, he had to. Pacquiao could market his style, even though it's susceptible to getting knocked out. It's the fact that he still was able to bust Keith Thurman down.
Yeah.
And that's what did it for me.
And that was
Because I
important.
thought Keith Thurman was going to be some work for him because he was young.
Yeah.
Once I seen him in there and Keith Thurman was disrespecting him, and Pacquiao was like, no, I just want to do this for God. And I'm like, hold on.
Nah,
And then once I seen that
yeah.
and he buzzed, I said, oh no, he goes down in history.
Manny is by far one of the greatest fighters to ever. I mean, some may disagree, but he's as great or better of a fighter than Floyd ever was, regardless if Floyd beat him or
No,
not.
that's what Max Kellerman was saying. That Max Kellerman was saying due to the fact that he went through. And now that you say it like that, I see why. Because going through 8 weight classes is a thing, bro.
Bro, it's not normal, dog.
That's not
bro,
normal.
Bro, a lot of guys that are 140. Think about it, a lot of guys that are 147 pounds, right?
Yeah.
They're naturally probably walking around like at 165, 170. They're coming down.
No,
he
fact.
came up to that weight, which is crazy to me, dog.
And literally was busting packs, though.
Bro, smoking.
And
People,
I'm not gonna say every fighter. Some of the fighters at like 140, he was stretching because they was small. Like Miguel Cotto was small. Like he's a
he was solid.
small guy. Like I've seen him in person. I got a picture with him on my gram.
Mhm.
Pause. He's small, but like
He
when
was a dog.
with Joshua Pilates and the Margaritos that were slightly bigger, he was still out punching them, like
How
throwing
tall
the
was
100
Manny?
punches around and really beating them up.
How tall was Manny? Like 5'5", right? Something like that.
Yeah, Manny short, bro. He about 5'5", you know.
It's crazy, bro. He destroyed De La Hoya. I remember that.
No, he destroyed De La Hoya.
Like dog, like he. I remember.
Dismantled.
I remember when he fought De La Hoya. That's kind of what set like the tone. Like people were like, oh, what's going on here? Like this
Yeah,
cat
because
is
De La
going.
Hoya big. Even though De La Hoya was fighting at like 47, he
Yeah,
still busted his pack though. That was De La Hoya's fault. You gotta get on your vegan John. But he busted his pack and blew his eye out
oh, no,
with left hands, straight left hands, like kind of like a Floyd. You know, Mayweather come in, lead with the right, bang, he just hit you with the right over and over. That's what Pacquiao did to De La Hoya, but with the left hand. He just kept hitting him with left hands, bro.
yeah,
Shout
man.
out to Wave Gang Radio.
That's my
But
guy.
yeah,
EJ always, man. Listen, I love Manny, man. And again, people, people hold that always as the deciding factor, but I believe too. Listen, like even Tom Brady. Listen, he's lost, but nobody else can say they got 7 Super Bowls. Nobody.
nobody.
Only Tom Brady can say that, bro. And you got to put Manny up there with these guys, these type of athletes, because I don't believe that record will ever be broken. I just did the weight classes are there for a reason. You're not supposed to be able to come up from 107 pounds and not just beat people, beat them into death, damn near. Like
No, Manny
it's crazy.
Pacquiao really deserved all his just due because he really did his thing, bro. I watched him. I wasn't a fan of him because even I was questioning, like, dang, bro, how is he busting packs like this coming from all them weights? But then once I seen that Keith Thurman scrap, that last one, I'm like, oh no, cuz is different. Like, and how he just come back from like when Marquez knocked him out, he just came back like it was nothing. Like,
Yeah.
man, he don't be tripping. One thing they didn't do is put him in there with Bud, and I definitely get that because Bud is a career ruiner. But other than that, Manny Pacquiao gets no disrespect
I
from
mean,
Corno de Kivo. That
listen,
man hurt you.
and it's crazy. He wanted Bud, which is crazy. I mean, Manny
No,
Pacquiao.
that's crazy. He really wanted to. And Bob Arum was telling me,
Hell no,
listen,
bro.
Manny, no.
You don't want that smoke. Like you too old.
Yeah, and that's the
Yeah.
sick part when you asking for that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if Manny was they were on the same age. I want to see that. Manny's a dog.
I think, like, listen, if they have a conversation, like people don't understand. This is one thing about boxing. Like, you know how you see people in the dressing room and stuff
Yeah,
before they fight. Well, the referee and the commission, and they be talking to you, telling you how it's gonna go before you come out there. Like
yeah,
they
yeah.
be like, listen, we're gonna come out, you're gonna go like this, and then the referee be going over the rules, and he be
Mhm.
saying, like, say you a type of fighter that took punishment, and he like, listen, man, the referee and them gonna tell you, you're not about to let you take no punishment. If we see anything, we're gonna stop it, Manny, because we're here to make sure you protect it. So if they like say that, and they be like, soon as a sign of him getting cracked, they just be like, no, because your age. Like, or they really give him a shot to getting his bearings back. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? But
I mean,
they
he
not
was.
trying to take that chance with Bud, but that's how like usually it go
Yeah, I
in the
mean,
fight.
listen. I mean, Bud wanted to fight. That would have been his biggest fight. Never got it. He was very upset about it. Apparently.
The
Uh,
thing is, this is the crazy part. They was gonna put him in there with Earl, which showed me that they was trying to get Earl a payday, but Earl would probably got his pack busted against Manny Pacquiao, bro.
man, listen, man. Manny's a different type of animal, but